What's up, you podcast addicts? Welcome to the Failsafe Weekly Podcast. Joining me, my co-host, Eric Konetzny, AKA Konasty FPV, and Steele Davis, AKA Mr Steele. I'll be your host here, Ruben Jauregui. And I hope you have some clean chonies on. It's gonna be a gnarly ride. Now, let's get on with the show.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Rochambeau.
You trying to jet skis in
There
Cabo?
you go. Tear it up.
Tell us about the nudie clubs.
I'm in Vegas, and there's no nudie clubs out here.
What?
Not any of them that I've seen, at least.
At all.
You're a liar. Don't even give me that shit.
No,
I'm gonna
man.
chew this almond in your face.
Dude, I'm just out. I'm just out here for work, so I don't got time for all that.
What are you doing over there?
I'm working at a convention over here, but yeah, it's like 100. Let me just sum it all up for you. I wake up at like 6 in the morning, get ready, go work. I get off. It's like 100 and I'm in an air conditioned place, so it's not bad, but it's like 105 degrees out here, 7 degrees or something, like constantly it seems like.
Ugh.
And yeah, I just want to get back to my room as soon as possible because it's like 60 degrees in here because the temp's all the way down. Because yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't pay for that shit. So hate on me all you want. I like my cold AC. When I go to hotels, it's like fucking. I'm like Steele's gonna fucking probably hate me right now, but I am so not environmentally like cautious about anything. I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna like run the energy as much as possible. I leave the fucking TV on all day.
Well, they probably are running from that epic power plant that has the beams.
Oh yeah.
So it's
yes.
solar powered anyways, right?
Yeah, they do have that like super cool. I forget what it's called, but it has all
Fucking
the
prove
mirrors
it.
that basically reflect the sun into a giant coil, and that creates steam. It's like a steam powered mirror farm. I think that's what they're called, like mirror farms or something weird.
It's like KFC, but out
Yeah,
there in
exactly.
just fries them in midair.
Dude,
Mirror
like they
farm.
say, like birds fly through that the beam, and they just get fried. And I really want to try and fly something through it. Like I just want to see if like my quad will survive if I fly through it. I might do it on the way home because I'll be on like the right side of the freeway to stop and try it.
It's like full throttle and it like melts and just falls on a mirror and explodes.
Yeah, it's just fucking powder.
It was,
And then it's my fault for breaking like a fucking $10 million mirror or something.
oh fuck. Yeah, just don't record your face. It was I
It's
think
all
it
right.
was just, it was
Just
singeing
don't
the
record
bird's
your
feathers.
face, but say it all over a podcast that they'll hear.
They're just gonna find a quad out there in the middle of nowhere, right?
No, they'll just find fucking like melted dust. They probably won't even find like what broke it. They're like, "What's this smeary black shit out here? This is goo."
It's electrical tape.
Yeah, there's just goo on the mirror.
It's super duper hot.
Yeah, but it's hot out here. It's crazy. But
Well, fill us in. What are you doing at the convention center? And you're doing it for work? You got you have a booth there?
I'm doing it's like just doing some sales over here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just like just trying to sell shit. I do like that's pretty
Give
much
us more.
it.
Here's Eric at a booth. Hey, what you want something? Hey, come on. we got some rims and shit. Come on.
Yeah,
Got
no,
some stuff.
just doing some export sales, bro. Some wholesale.
It's not even late for you over there. Hurry up. Come on. Get on it.
And then,
Do something. Say something smart.
And then say something smart.
Did you bring a bike out there?
No, didn't do anything. I literally, like I said, I just been doing that shit, and then I've just been trying to fly. So
Okay.
I did fly the Mavic. I have flown my prototype. That's all I've gotten done.
You took it there with you.
Of course. Like when you go places, do you guys like go on vacation? You always pack like your quads or a wing or something, right?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Dang. Hey.
I don't know, like Steele, have you ever gone on vacation and not packed a quad?
No.
You always like just
I
you
always
never
pack
know,
something.
just in case, right? Yeah, just in case.
Dude, Ruben.
Not saying that you're.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying, speaking of quads and Ruben not having one, I have one that I'm supposed to send to you. Give me.
Oh no! Is this the conversion? The convert the wing guy?
Yeah,
The
I mean, I might even
quad
just
guy?
send you a full running, working like quad. Just be like,
Dude, you're gonna
here,
be like,
bind and fly,
This-
go.
just imagine the podcast. Be
Bind
like,
and fly.
guys, I gotta fly the quad. I got no fingers.
Dude, that Beta Flight 3.7 or whatever. Fucking, have you seen all the? There's a bunch
keep
of
seeing
memes
that.
going around with people going, "Oh, Beta Flight 3.7," and then there's a guy with like no arm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
that'd
seen
be
a few
sick,
of those.
dude. That'd be cool, man. That'd be awesome.
You know what's funny
appreciate it,
though
man.
is like so, I use 3.1.7. I think that's the one everyone's complaining about, and like I used that one forever, and it's never spooled up on me, and I've hand launched it and everything. I've never had that issue. I've never had that issue with like past firmwares either.
Huh.
And then I am using the 3.2 firmware, which is like not even released yet. So that would be the one I would think would just like chop my arm off. And that one's been completely fine and stable too. So I think that there's either a setting those guys are doing wrong, or like
shit.
something's not right. Like the way they're setting it up, something's wrong, because I've never had one just spool up like that. It's weird.
So, what should I do? Okay, granted, a noob with a katana.
Just step on the battery and just pull the plug.
Just throw a sheet over it.
Yeah.
Hold it down by the neck and just kind of
Yeah.
squeeze
So
the life out of it.
I'll ask you guys to set up the remote, and then like I'll do the a walkthrough and do the because you guys got a kill switch, like disarm, and we'll do all that stuff. But yeah, that'll be freaking badass. I've been watching that, the rogue spin ups or whatever.
Yeah.
Where they, I've been watching. I'm like, oh shit, like is that really a thing now?
I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
think
guys
so.
are saying it's going like they disarm and then they go to pick it up and it just goes like full throttle on them. I'm like, why didn't it go full throttle like right as soon as you disarmed and you
disarm.
landed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would cause that? Would you guys know?
Stupidity.
Someone hitting the throttle button or the throttle. Like,
Yeah, like
they're like, "Ooh, my
Fucking-
quad."
yeah, like
You
stupid
guys are
stuff
killing
like
me.
that.
No,
I want to know because I don't want to do it.
I don't think it's that random. I don't know. I have seen a dude's quad where it just like he like plugged it in and one motor went full throttle and it definitely chopped him up out in Ireland.
But do you think that issue is due to like bad hardware or something?
I don't know. Probably.
Like maybe something wasn't soldered up right.
It was
or
hardware.
bad
It wasn't a
hardware.
beta flight thing. It was just a hardware problem. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this guy's probably like, oh, Beta Flight 3.2 just spooled up on me and cut my arm up on my inchy fucking ready to fly racer. I flashed Beta Flight on or something.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. You know what I mean? It's probably something like that, because I guarantee you, like, KISS 24s on like a Beta Flight build, what I have is pretty good hardware and it's soldered up right. It's not going to just like go crazy and slice my arm up. And I got those HQ 6x4.5s. Those things are good sized razor blades to do some damage. And and I ain't worried about it.
I am.
Yeah, I'm like this next time you guys see me. It just looks like I have fists.
Got a bandage and shit. Guys, this is a fucking horrible idea, man.
Have you ever had
a quad?
Have you ever had a wing, Ruben, like failsafe and go full throttle on you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Well, I didn't set it, and we were setting it. We were doing it like right there for the judges, or the before the races, and we were playing with it, and it started to go, and I was like, oh shit! But if you hold it down, it doesn't get
Have
enough
enough
momentum.
torque, yeah.
Yeah. And so we're like, oh shit! So we were fucking with it when we shouldn't have. But they wanted us to set the failsafe and making sure it didn't spin off during the race.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they wanted to do, so we're like, okay, let's do it.
So it spun off in their face.
Oh, it would have just took off, and yeah, it would have been bad. But
Dude, have you ever seen that wing video that Johnny from Team Legit he has where it fail safes on him and goes into the power lines?
I think I have seen that.
So they were flying like 20 miles out over here up in I think like the Victorville area, like desert area.
Beyond line of sight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're like 20 miles out, and then he's coming back and he's running out of batteries, so they're just gonna like ditch it on a random like dirt road. And they're like, oh yeah, that one's fine. And there's all these like high tension lines, and then they're like, no, it's climbing. It's oh shit. And it's like you can see on the thing, it's blinking fail safe, and it just started going back up, like started going to GPS mode and just holding. It's going up right into the power lines, and it's just static.
I don't think I've seen that one. It's nerve wracking though, man. When you're going that far out, there's a lot of factors that can go in. Like I don't know, Like I use Dragon Link for my UHF systems, and like from Hawaii 2015, never changed anything. I did the firmware update, so 1280, and then version 2, I haven't touched them, and they're still working.
Do you run 1.3 video?
Your shit's gonna die.
Yeah, for my longer range ones.
And you run a linear polarized antenna or a circular?
I use the linear, the Dragon Pro, just the really low pro ones, and I dig them into the wing right by the winglet, so it's like hidden. Because if you have like a bulb, it creates a lot of drag, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And when you're going over 100 miles an hour, it starts to mess around with you. So there's a lot of things, but a lot of things to factor in when you're doing that, which would probably be another subject.
No.
Yeah, that's another subject for another day.
Yeah. We could probably do that.
I think a lot of things like guys that are starting out doing builds and stuff like that, and especially if you're seeing like issues like we were just talking about where stuff just spools up on you and it's all crazy. I think dudes need to take the time to learn the fundamentals of just like the base, like learn to solder like correctly and do good solder joints. And no, it's not hating.
I was
I'm
watching
just saying,
Steele's build video, and I was like, he's like, we got it down to what it was, 800 degrees or something like that.
That has nothing to do with hate, but it's just gonna like make you a better like person to build your quads and do everything and understand like the stuff you use a lot better, not builder. But
no, a better builder. Yeah.
Just become a better builder so you have clean setups and like. Everything mechanically is sound, so you don't have to be like, I don't know what happened. It just came into my face.
Came in my face.
It just came all over my face. I don't know what happened.
It's in my eyes. That's how you get pink eyes, son.
Yeah, you guys are raunchy.
That dusty pillow. Steele comes over your house and farts on all your pillows. You get that pink eye.
Was that from Knocked Up?
Yeah.
How'd you guys get pink eye? Bare ass farted on my pillow.
I remember seeing a post on one of the, I think it was a Rotor Riot group, and the dude's eye was all like gooped up, and he was like, word of advisory, don't share your goggles with other people. I was like,
Oh, wow.
His eye was like all goopy and like shut and everything, and I was like, damn, dude just got like freaking gonorrhea of the eye.
I just imagine those like butt-faced things from South Park wearing his goggles.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Hey, that's I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my pet peeves. No, not pet peeves, but it's a thing. I'm not a germaphobe, right? But that's one thing I'm curious because. Some people's hygiene isn't the best, but when they put it in their goggles, like, oh, let me see it. I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, fuck, I gotta clean that shit. I don't know. Get a big old
You got a big
But
old
like,
just
wouldn't
dick.
you know? Like,
Oh,
wouldn't you
fuck.
know if you had like a nasty, like goopy eyes, and you're like, "Hey, let me use your goggles." Like, what a dick to do that to somebody, anyways.
Those like Ren and Stimpy eyes. I can just imagine.
Ren and Stimpy eyes. Oh my god, the visual I just got.
You know what I'm talking about. The
Yeah,
Ren and
exactly.
Stimpy eyes, man.
Oh,
They're
that's
all
a
bloodshot
good
and
like
shit.
visual
Oh,
analogy
man.
for everybody listening.
Oh, I
Dude.
can't spell.
They remember it. Who doesn't remember Ren and Stimpy?
Oh,
You
that
fat
was such a good.
stupid idiot.
There they are. The first thing I saw, like all I had to do was type in Ren and Stimpy, and it came up. But then I typed Ren and Stimpy eyes, and it was even better. Hold on, let me show
They don't
you.
make
I think,
cartoons
I
like
think
that.
we need to make like a sticker or a shirt with like the Ren and Stimpy eyes, and
With
it's
the
like
eyes.
he's holding but he's like holding goggles, like all sad, like his eyes just got blown out.
How do you share screen again?
On the bottom there should be a little like like when you hover over the pictures. Mine's not doing it, but you can share your screen with a plus sign. I think it is.
Aha.
I don't want to share mine. I was looking at RedTube.
Mm.
Dude, Ruben tricked me. He was like, "You what?" He's like, "You on that Wi-Fi out there?" I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Like, it's a good one." Dude, exactly those eyes right there.
Dude. Hey, can I see your
Siri one's
goggles?
at the bottom.
Can I see your
Oh, my
goggles?
God. Yeah. Hey man, are those the Dominator HDs? Can I try them? Then
And
you
then-
wake up the next morning with Stimpy eyes, bro.
The next day, you wake up with these.
Oh shit,
yeah, just glued up Stimps.
dude! We went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium,
Yeah.
and the kids were, and I got pictures of the kids like all over the glass and shit. Dude, we got pink eye coming back. We got pink eye from the Monterey Bay Aquarium. It was gross.
Dude, that's horrible.
Disgusting.
gross.
So if you guys got kids,
I got kids.
you
I
got
kids to
you about to
feed.
get pink eye.
God. Dude. So what are you doing, Ruben? What is
Me?
your week like? I mean, it's only
The
Tuesday, but
the week is hot. I'm jumping in dumpsters, pulling out cool boxes. Ta-da! With this one.
dang, what's that?
With the box, I'm gonna put all my audio gear in there when I travel. I was filling orders. Got the I did like 4 Dreadnought kits sent out that people really wanted them,
Mm-hmm.
the big ones, and then I got hit up by 2 guys from Peru, probably a scam artist on the website, and I checked their email, and then I checked their location. I was like, man, they ain't gonna fly shit there. It's probably a scam, so I got to cancel their purchase and shit. Just the typical stuff running around the shop.
How's that gnarly giant wing coming?
Well, now that I'm back, I'll probably start back on it, but I don't know if you guys will be able to
Is
see
it big enough for 3 servos, or are you going to be a...
I'll do 2. This one's got 2.
Oh, that's weak. It needs 3. That would be epic.
Like, I'm trying to get the camera.
Is
So
it
the
big
guys
enough
watching-
for 3 small babies to be attached to it?
Yeah, and a rhino.
All right, I know.
Well, so this one is I think like if I had to jump from a plane, I would probably strap that to my back.
It's that big, eh?
Dude, it's like 11 foot 5, and I got to complete it. So I could put 2 transmitters I have 1.2 VTX and a 5.8 that I can interchange if I wanted to. And then on the other side, I got UHF and then 2.4 if I wanted to. So, and then I could probably put multiple cameras. So if we do take it out on a mission or whatever, I want to get like a 360 camera in the middle. You know,
That shit's got a reverse cam.
no, well, the other one, my other one over here's got 2 flight cameras that I can change. It can do a GoPro and like a GoPro session, and probably 3 GoPros on there.
Can you do a GoPro on a stick like 30 feet out, though?
Yeah. Yep.
Dang. How much battery is that thing
and
gonna
a
hold?
selfie stick. Remember, I got a selfie stick for it too.
How many
So-
batteries does that thing hold? And what does it do? Like a 6600 4-cell, or is it a 6S?
This is going to be 12S,
I could probably, well, I got to afford the batteries, so all them China manufactured batteries want to hit me up. I could test them for you. I got to figure out a 12. I was waiting for you guys to sink in. I got to find a large capacity 12 cell and fit it in there.
Why don't you just get two large capacity 4 or 6S and run them in?
Just because of the wires.
Series.
You know?
You don't like series?
I mean, it's big enough to put 12S in there.
That's how all helicopters run 12S. They run two 6S in series. They don't have a 12S battery. They don't have a 12S battery.
Where's that girl at?
Where'd that 12S
think about over there?
No,
maybe Steele needs to be out in Vegas over here with us.
They make a 12S.
All I want is that
but they come with two
ass.
leads, so you gotta branch them all together. So I'm looking for 12S for this that they make, but large capacity. If I have to, I'll probably end up doing the large capacity 6S and then series them up. So the hard part is that they don't make shit for this. So I'm searching.
You could run 14S. Just get two 7S.
That's rated for. I think I'm rated for 15.
Dang.
Yeah, 15. So it's whatever. Basically, I want to test it and see if it can fly. See if I can get a small kid on there. And
kid or kit?
Kid.
Okay. Dope.
And then if that works, and then I can build on the power and then capacity that way. So right now,
sounds legit.
Just doesn't take. I got no room for it. It's just freaking too big.
How are you going to get it to the location to fly? Are you going to buy a trailer?
Oh, it's a 3-part. So I don't even know. I got to look at a container for it. It's mucho big.
Yo, you transporting a T-Rex? No, I got a wing.
With the little stubby arms.
You should call it the T-Rex, and you should stick little arms underneath it.
A little that drag.
Yeah, when you land, it's breaks its wrist.
I got to get it done. I went to the event last weekend and planning that, and then filling orders. So now I'm not doing anything.
Did you just say when it lands, it breaks its wrist?
I did.
No, it'll be an oddity. It'll be an oddity in the community. So, yeah. If it flies, I'll be super happy.
Nice, mate. Nice.
But take it to a couple of conventions with Eric.
So,
oh God,
what have you been up to, Steve?
Oh, there he is.
I sell stuff. I sell things. I'm at a convention. I have a booth. I'm going to sit in this booth and I'm going to sell you things. What do you want? Because I have it.
I know. That'd be hella funny. We drop in at his convention. He's just like, "Hi guys, I'm trying to sell some stuff." We're over there in disguise.
Selling ice to Eskimos.
Dude, freaking, I was going to say, today I went flying with John and Kevin. We were fucking killing it. We went to some random industrial park in the west side of town, and it was sick. We found a giant Hulk, and we found giant mellow. We found the Mellow Mushroom headquarters and all kinds of gnarly cool
Mellow
stuff.
Mushroom, what's that?
It's a really intense pizza place down here in the South. They say, "Oh, we have spring water dough. Our dough's made with spring water." And it's pretty good, but it's not consistent everywhere you go. They say that the water and the dough everything is consistent, but you go to Florida, it tastes like crap because the water sucks.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not special spring water. It's spring water dough, so the dough, but once you add any kind of other water, it sucks.
Is it like a vegan pizza place, or just a specialty pizza?
No, it's just pizza place. It's called Mellow Mushroom.
Okay. Huh. They probably filter it and get put DI water in there and put a splash of pepper. Boop.
No.
A little bit of lemon.
No. Dude, but we found this big freaking it's two triangles, and they're linked together at the point in the middle, and then they're sticking on the ground. And it's huge. The pipe diameter is, I don't know, 2 feet or something like that. And this thing goes across a span of a 4-lane with a median. on like the side of this road. It's like a dual lane, 4-lane highway, and then there's a little side road that's essentially the same size, and this thing goes over it, and it's called like the Gateway Industrial Park or something. And we we were just keeping it in frame forever, like doing gnarly stuff.
Oh, it's that long of a straightaway?
It's not a straightaway. It's just the thing is so big. The structure is so big. When you like look at it, you'll find a pipe because it's like the skeleton of two big triangles touching each other, and the point at where they touch is over the road. Yeah, there it is. Look at it. Oh
shit! So the audio. So the listeners, it's a large. I want to say like pickup sticks.
No, it kind of looks like it's like pickup sticks, but it kind of looks like an hourglass, but it's a frame. That's what it looks.
You guys are flying. There's the Hulk.
Yeah, there's the giant Hulk.
So, guys, if you were interested, look at Steele's feeds, and he's got the green Hulk.
Yeah, my Instagram Live. That stuff's so hilarious. I love it.
Dude, Instagram Stories is awesome. I like it. I need to get on it more.
Yeah, it's sick. I do it as much as possible. Look at that old-timey shaving thing.
Oh, shit. Dude, is that a straight? Did you use a straight edge?
No, I just use the brush and the... Yeah, that's sketch. I thought about it.
He uses the brush, and then he uses like a electric shaver.
Oh my god, that would be obnoxious.
He's so hip with that electric razor.
Dude,
the white stuff is actually Nair.
Wipe
it
my
off.
god, that would be terrible. My face would be burnt to a crisp.
Oh,
I'd look like a ghoul from Fallout. Dude,
it's, Kevin's on vacation right now, is he?
I think he's I think he's off until the 22nd because we're actually going to the riot
thing?
The riot thing in Muncie, Indiana. Indiana,
right?
Is it Indiana? Is Indiana
Muncie,
a state?
Indiana, yeah, I think. Well, yeah, Indiana's a state, isn't it?
You know, my goal for traveling in the United States is to learn that there are 50 actual states, and I'm gonna visit them all. Because when I think about it, I can only really think of about 20 states.
Yeah, there's you're gonna have to get stickers too. You got to get you got to get some kind of memorabilia too, because that's usually a thing.
Like Oregon, what is that? Never been there.
Hey, Oregon, it's
what is
right
that?
above California. They do shoot people, and there's a lot of hipsters there.
Really? Why are there hipsters in Oregon?
Dude, I don't know, but that's just what I hear.
Really, bro?
I feel like I need to go there. I'd fit in. Everybody on my YouTube thinks I'm a hipster.
There's this Oregon dude I know that he tattooed the whole like map on him, like on this whole thing, and every state that he goes to, he like fills it in with like a certain color or something. He's trying to fill in the whole thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, that's a little excessive, getting it like completely tattooed on you. You could just like
just get a sticker, dude.
Collect a magnet or something. But
it's like a back tattoo. It's like his full back is the United States.
No, it's his full chest.
That's
gross.
gross.
The United States, and he just fills it in.
That's
it's
gross.
Like his
no,
badge of
Oregon's
honor.
Oregon's nice. Oregon's nice.
He's got a pink eye.
It's good. Yeah. What else? Washington, Seattle. It rains a lot. Oregon's not bad. It's a lot. It's a lot of foresty.
What is above? What is next to Oregon to the east? Idaho.
Think so. Rather bring a map. We got a map here.
Next
They're gonna be like, you guys are idiots. You don't know your states. Yeah, we don't know our states. God damn it, Jesus.
Dang, that's that geometry that I don't know.
If I think about...
Wait for the comment replying below.
Man, I done went to school one time. I learned all the geometry.
Let's see. Yeah, dude, you when you map that out, do you know where you're gonna go, or are you just gonna be like?
I am gonna map it out. So for the people that don't know what's going on, I bought a van a few weeks ago, and it's a pretty it's a bare panel van basically right now, and I'm turning it into a camper van, and I'm going to be traveling the United States and visiting with as many people as I possibly can from every single facet from within the United States, and eventually maybe in Canada and Mexico. And I might try to jump the Panama Canal and make it into South America, but I'm not sure yet. But until then, I got to build a van out. But when I do this travel trip thing, it'll be like Mr. Steele ripping America or something like that. I'm going to do this thing where I go from state to state, but I'm going to give it like a couple days leeway so people will be able to take off work or whatever if they want to come out and fly, because it's literally going to be just generic, hey, I'm going to be in this town, you guys want to meet up? And I think it's honestly going to be a meet up at like a Starbucks. That way it's like, instead of someone saying, oh, we can meet at this field, we like people fly there all the time, and you get there and there's like a baseball game going on, and then people are like, where are you guys in the park? Like, I think I'm just going to meet up at like a localized thing that everyone can find on a corner and be like, oh, we're going to meet up at this Starbucks, so we'll get everybody there, and then we'll be like, hey, do you guys want to go fly? And then we'll go from there. That way there's no confusion to saying, hey, bro, like, where are you going to be? You're going to be at that spot by the park in the back by the basketball court? I'm here and you guys aren't there, and then you got all this confusion. So that's how... exactly. Cabo.
Well, I think you got to put it out there and be like, give some notice, and then you give everyone a heads up where you're going to be at. And
you try to jet skis
in
Cabo?
That way you don't get any creeps. That way you actually have backup, like local backup.
That local backup.
You get some weird guy who like, hey, you're Steele, right?
Yeah,
you got
people,
them pretty hands.
People keep asking me if I want to wrap my van, and I'm like, well, I don't want the attention. I don't want
moving
people.
target.
Yeah, look at that, like chase them down. I mean, it is free advertising, but at the same time, I feel like if I were like a flower company, I wouldn't have people that would chase me down or try to message me immediately on Instagram and ask where I'm going or something.
What about let's just say a company wanted to sponsor you, and they give you like a magnet. So you give them, here's a magnet, we'll put it on there. So we'll do like a shot with the locals, and then, they got their logo there.
I mean, if it was like an incognito company like Red Bull or something, and they gave me a magnet the size of the window, and I just stuck it on the quarter panel, then people wouldn't know what it was. They would just be like, oh, it's a Red Bull van, whatever. They wouldn't know. They can't affiliate it with what's inside, which, it's not going to be that much. It's going to be like 3 quads and 20 or so batteries and a Mavic. And then mine.
So are you telling me that nowhere on this van you're going to put a sticker of a mustache?
Negative.
Not even the smallest sticker?
I have a brand. I might brand some of the wood interior with a mustache, but other than that, I'm not doing anything mustachy on the outside.
Yeah, you got to keep that low pro for sure. For sure.
Dude.
It'll be like Silence of the Lambs and shit. Hello, Clarice. How does he do?
I think I'm gonna see if I can make Steele one of those Sports Chalet license plate frames that says like, I'd rather be giving mustache rides.
Oh god, that's not gonna be good for the van. Because people will roll up next to me and I'll be like,
yeah, and they're gonna be looking at you like, yeah, like, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god. Not funny. Quit gesturing. People can't see the gesturing.
I know it's for the video feed. If you're watching the video, it'd be funny. But that's cool. I think you have a good game plan running out, and then good memorabilia. I think that'd be pretty badass.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Everybody take a picture with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, and just pop up like at the end. There was like this dude I saw on Instagram or YouTube or something like about a year ago where he went basically, he just traveled the world essentially, and he had a selfie stick and he took a picture in like all these gnarly places from all over the world, and then he made a video that was like 5 minutes long of all these selfie pictures. And it was just like, but it was like the same picture of him holding out the same stick, but he's like looking scraggly in one picture and looking gnarly, like clean in another, and he's in like Bali or I don't know.
think that'd be pretty badass.
Yeah,
because a lot of the people who were there with you in each state, they hung out with you, and now they're in part of the video. I think that'd be pretty neat.
Yep. No, I plan on making videos as I'm going around, because the whole thing about like I like Atlanta a lot, but I just don't like to fly here that much anymore. It's just kind of boring to me. I mean, there's so many places to still fly, but
Yeah.
I just don't. I like flying when I'm traveling. So when I'm at home, I do a bunch of work so that I can get back on the road and fly again. Today was like the first day in a while that like John and Kevin and myself had gone out and actually flown as the original Atlanta crew.
Yeah.
Minus Chris Brand, of course, because he doesn't want to affiliate with anybody anymore. But we had the OG Atlanta. Well, actually, we got Phil Fraybot too, but I don't know where he is anymore. He lives in Charleston.
Is he traveling?
I don't know. I didn't even know he flew anymore. And the other day I saw a video. He's like, I flew 20 packs and then I went jet skiing. I was like, dang. I haven't even flown 20 packs in like 2 months.
That'd be fun as hell.
Yeah, just sit around and rip 20 packs straight. I flew 13 today and it was good. It was like really fun, especially considering I don't use sims ever. And recently my neighbor is getting into flying and he's got the DRL sim, which it's actually really freaking cool. I mean, I don't know. I kind of gave up on sims. I tried Freerider like a year ago, and that shit was terrible. I mean, it was like, it was basically like you had a bunch of sticks and some sand, and you were trying to control a big floppy balloon blimp around in a hurricane. That's kind of how it felt.
Yeah, I think I still have it on this computer here. But I tried. I couldn't get my remote to work. It's supposed to just like turn on and then you could do some simple settings, but I never got mine to work. It was too advanced for me.
Too advanced.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you press like, what is it, Control +5 or Alt +5, it brings up like extra gnarly settings, and you can change the I don't know, the physics of the actual engine, the physics engine. I didn't know you could do that, but I changed the actual the settings, and it made it feel a lot like my quad after I fiddled with it for a while, and it feels really normal, like same rates and stuff, but it doesn't have the huckability, as I call it, where you can like throw the quad, so it doesn't have the same mass. So when you go towards something with a real quad, you can be like, and just like, and like fly at 0 throttle because you're using the inertia from the quad. But this thing, you're like, and then it just goes beep and stops immediately. Like there's a lot of drag on the aircraft. So it literally goes from a heavy little brick to like a full-on wing at 90 degrees trying to go through the air. Like that's how much drag it has. It just like stops immediately. It's no longer going any farther, and it falls.
Have they been doing a lot of updates on that? In terms of like getting it down to
I don't think
be
so.
better than the other competitors?
I mean, the problem with it is it flies really well for like racing, but because it acts normal when you're flying under like high speed conditions or in a turn or whatever, it flies very similar to real life because the battery, it kind of even almost battery sags too a little bit, but it's not super realistic. Like if you're full throttle for 2 minutes, your battery's toasted.
Oh,
but
shit.
This thing, I mean, it just goes forever. Like that's the cool thing about it. I remember playing other sims and you're like full throttle and you go like 50 feet off the ground and it goes, no, you're in AAA space or whatever, and it would cut you off, or it would go to static and you'd basically fail safe and die. Where this thing, you can go to the moon. Well, I don't know if you can go to the moon. You can go pretty high, but you can go anywhere. So I was traveling. There's this one really big area. You're like flying around and there's a city, and then there's like some weird shipping container situation. There's like tunnels with trains, and you can go through the tunnels, and it's sick. I mean,
It was like an open world?
Yeah, it was basically open world. It was like GTA with a mini quad. I was slamming into people. I'm just kidding. There wasn't people.
Someone should do that though. They should totally like find a way to combine like GTA and one of the Sims.
And what would be dope is if you could do like the Sims, the Sim. So you like build your own city and then you can rip it.
Dude, that'd be
there's one of them where you could build your own maps. I forgot which one it is. I think it's Velodrome. I think that one you could build all your own maps and like.
Well, obviously it sucks because I've never heard of it.
It's through TBS actually.
What's it called?
Like Velodrome or something. Like that?
Velocidrone
or Velocidrone or something. Yeah.
Oh, you can build
a map with that?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
people tell me to
like
get that one.
Maps.
It's pretty. Apparently, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so that one, I got it and just tried it out. That one has more of the what you were calling the huckability to it.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. I
Excite Bite.
Go ahead.
It's like Excite Bite for mini quads.
What is Excite Bite? Is that like a wing
You guys
thing?
don't- You guys never played Excite Bike on Nintendo?
I've played
I
Crossfire.
was just going to say that's Nintendo.
What? All right, I was trying to make a reference there, but it's like we can build your own track and you can race it.
You're
Same
freaking too
thing.
old, Ruben.
I know. God damn it! You guys are killing me.
Too old.
You guys remember
what?
Duck Hunt?
I vaguely remember Duck Hunt. Very.
Oh fuck! Hold on, wait. I got a perfect one.
What? God, dude, all the badass sound clips are from Eric.
Dude, Eric has the best freaking ones.
Dude, look at your
Just
greaser
be-
hair.
That
You
just
just
means I say
wasted
the
4 minutes of
stupidest
my
shit.
life.
Yeah, basically, it's like the best shit ever.
Dude, that was like the PewDiePie voice.
You just wasted 4 minutes of my life.
You talking about this grease hair, bro?
Yeah, that looks like greasy hair. The greaser hair.
That's how you sell stuff, bro. You gotta do your hair.
And you got the nudie cards. Like, come here.
That's why I'm making the big bucks.
Oh fuck! You guys are. Where's it at? I lost it.
Dude, fuck. That's intense.
I gotta have it closer to me, but I don't want to miss. I'll touch a bunch of shit and it'll go
Hey,
bonkers
Steele,
on me.
how's your
That's why they pay you the
DVD
big
and all
bucks.
that stuff going? I know it's been released, but
Oh yeah. So on Monday of this week, my PDB was released to the public through Impulse RC, and apparently it was sold out like immediately.
Holy crap!
I don't know how many units. I think they
yeah,
had like
I
300.
just asked you about it, like in reference. I didn't, you didn't have to boast about it, like it's sold out. And,
Well, people are gonna be like, "Hey, where do you get it?" And I'll be like, "Well, it's fucking sold
I'm
out."
just kidding. I'm
Sorry.
just trying to bust your balls.
Okay. Dude, you gotta have to use
I'm
that
just
sound clip.
butthurt over here.
Well, you know what?
because,
I sent you one, so
tried to
shut
order-
the fuck up.
I try to order it, and it was all out of stock, and I was like, "Oh, I thought we were friends."
No, I sent you one. I sent you it's at your house right now with a brand new 6-inch alien waiting for your ass to get home.
Damn, I know. What's in that box? Am I gonna? This is Steele's drop box or
It
whatever
is.
it's called.
It's a lot. It's got a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff. for you
Yeah,
to fly.
Steel
are those
box.
What are those things called? Like drop? Is it drop? Not drop box.
Quad
that's the
box?
thing. It's
Quad
yeah,
box.
this is Steele's quad box.
Huh? It is, but it only goes to your house.
Yeah, I have a personal subscription.
Yeah. Every first Tuesday of every third month, you'll get something good.
Every
Every time
Tuesday of
Eric
every third
digs
month.
into steel, he gets another box. Yeah.
Yep.
What was that? I wish I had a PDB. Fine, here it goes.
Coming in hot. It actually took me like 3 days to ship that thing out because in my apartment complex, there's not a printer that's on the side of my building. It's like across the pool from where I live. And I don't ever want to walk over there and
So
do
it's
it.
like 50 yards away, and he's all, "Nah, I'm too lazy. I ain't doing that shit."
Exactly. Exactly.
You can see it from his balcony.
I
And
can.
He's like,
Can't reach it.
he's
I
like
can-
this.
I can totally see the printer from my balcony, and it's just that far away. I don't want to go
He's
get it.
got like some binocs. He's like,
Let me see if I stare at that real quick, if it'll print real fast, and then it'll blow over here real nice like.
Oh, these kids, I tell you. No, you can get I think if you do ship a lot of stuff, you can get like stamps.com and just print them out with the rate. If you have a printer,
I don't have a printer.
Yeah, you need a printer.
But you
Put your
know,
own labels in there.
when I do go to when I do go to the printer, I skateboard down the hallways, and we have like heart tile that's really closely spaced, so it's just like like ripping down the hall, and I hear all these people's dogs like freaking and like coming and running and attacking the door. I've actually had people like peek out the window or peek out the door and look like, what the hell was that? And I'm like ripping down the hallway, ollieing and doing all kinds of gnarly stuff.
so yeah. So that PDB, the sales of that are good, and that's essentially the one that you could run. So now you could run the KISS flight controller, and you could adjust your PIDs and everything on the KISS flight controller with that PDB, the same you would do with the Beta flight board, correct?
Yeah, so we had been talking about doing this beforehand, like I mean that was on the table, being able to change your PIDs and stuff, but it was a little bit complicated. And then about a couple weeks after I had asked about that, Boris came out with being able to do it on the Beta flight board. He came out with his little the all-in-one kind of PDB thing. It's not all-in-one, but it's an OSD. And all your ESCs go to it, and it's got an OSD and a flight controller and whatever else you need, and you're able to change your video transmitter.
Isn't that essentially like a PDB though? Also,
yeah, it is like a PDB, but it's set up like a flight controller. It's very small. It's like a little box.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that thing came out, and like I remember Kevin getting it, and we put it on one of the DJI quads that I have, the little snail thing. It was just like that's right when it came out or whatever. And anyways, I flew it. It was really cool. I like the idea of being able to change PIDs in the field without having a computer, because I know there was like for a while there I was going for the first 2 years of my quad life, I was constantly trying to figure out how I was going to be able to change PIDs in the field. So like for a while I had a desktop, and I'd have to go in and like plug it in the desktop, change it, walk outside, and it was like a pain in the butt. And then I bought this NVIDIA Shield thing, which is like a little laptop style tablet thing. And I could try to use that, but then it was an Android based thing. So you could only use this stupid clean flight, like get around backdoor situation to try to get in to change the PIDs. And it wouldn't let you change anything but like P's or something like that. It was really stupid. And then
didn't let you change that D?
It did not let you change that D. That D is locked on and hard as heck. All right. Anyways, let's just move on from that. So, but then I bought a MacBook Pro, and I kind of like that as my go-to everything now. I edit all of my videos on that, and I have it out in the field when I do that, when I change PIDs, and I used to carry it with me all the time, and I just got to the point where I'm tired of carrying it. It weighs a lot. It's like I don't know.
Now Steele's like, oh man, I need to change my PIDs. I just crashed, and there's a little Joe, and he's like, fuck that shit. It's all... He's all, I'm going to fly it anyways.
What? Can you use... remember everyone was using those little Android tablets?
Yeah, John had one.
Do those still work, or are those relevant still?
Can you mess with KISS with one of those Android tablets?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I thought that's only Beta flight you could... Oh, maybe you can. I don't know.
I mean, I'm
somebody
sure
out
you
there
can
will probably
now.
know. Right?
I'm sure you can now, but like when I was fiddling with that stuff, it wasn't available. It only worked on Google Chrome. So unless you had a device that ran like Windows that had Google Chrome on it, there were a few little devices that did that. Then you couldn't use it. So yeah, it was a pain in the butt. So I just used my computer. But now with the PDB, so I'll just give you a breakdown of the PDB that people don't know what it is. It's essentially the exact same dimensions as the old Alien PDB, so it's going to be a direct drop-in for people that have Aliens that, I don't know, if you want to upgrade or whatever. It's not really an upgrade. It's kind of like a branch off. So if you have a setup with a PDB and then you have your own OSD, or you have something that you want or you don't want, you have to add it on. Like if you want to add an OSD onto an Alien, you had to add it on. So I use the PMP50. I like OSDs. A lot of people don't like OSDs, so it's not really that big of a deal if you don't have an OSD and you think you need one. If you're okay with flying without an OSD, it's fine. But with this PDB, I was able to run the exact same, and I laid out the OSD exactly like the PMP50. So you have battery voltage, you have milliamp consumption, you have amp draw, and you have time flown, and that's all that's on the PDB. But you can also go into settings, and now you can change all the PIDs, all the filters. You can change video transmitter signals if you have our video transmitter things. What is it? Channels. If you have smart audio or you have a Tramp hooked up to it, so Tramp or Unify. And I mean, it's intense. So it's the same size. And it works with KISS only. So when people are like, "Does it work with Betaflight?" No, it doesn't work with Betaflight. It's KISS PDB, okay?
That's a racist fucking PDB, isn't it?
It is a racist PDB. So
you turn it fucking upside down, and there's like a fucking hood, a white hood.
There is a white mustache under there.
Duh.
There's a white mustache. So Racist. It is a black PDB.
Oh, so it's correct.
Oh my god. So
guy over here.
but you solder on the 3 telemetry wires, the ground signal and telemetry from the KISS ESCs 24s, and then you solder on the 2 positive and negatives, and then you have 2 plugs that plug into the side, the little ports on the KISS FC, and then that's it. There's just 2 plugs that plug into the KISS FC that plug into the OSD, which is the PDB, all the same thing. That was a lot of acronyms. The PDB has 2 plugs that plugs into the flight controller. Okay,
So everything all stacks on the bottom. You have your flight controller, your KISS flight controller.
that's it.
And
and the
then
PDB.
you have
it's
the
super
PDB
clean.
on top.
No, the PDB
And then-
is underneath, and the KISS sits on top. The flight controller, and it just plugs in. And the only thing you have to solder on the KISS flight controller now is the receiver wires, which is 3 wires. Everything else is like through the plugs. So
what's the recommended receiver for?
recommended receiver, I use an X4R-S bus. A lot of people like the XSR, but I don't like how short the antennas are. I like being able to run my antennas really far away, so that's why I use the X4R.
I still use the X4R, and then everything else is just Crossfire.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so the X4R2.
What is that?
I didn't know there's a 2.
That's a
that one?
D4R. You're gonna die.
D4R.
You're gonna die, clown.
Oh my god.
Dude, if you run that and
Don't hit
that's
me.
ppm, you're gonna be like, "Hey, look, a tree."
All the listeners will be like, "Where the fuck did you guys get this guy?"
I can't believe
I'm here
I
for the
used
laughs.
to use that too. I don't even know how I used to fly with that thing.
I flew with that at Drone Nationals for 2015
Yeah, but
against
when
Chad
I think
on
about
S-Bus.
it now, like, it's crazy.
Fucking dumb.
It worked.
So one
So it
thing
works?
about your PDB is that when I was building out my frame,
Here it is.
I kind of copied the pattern of the
All right, I
where
got one.
the holes of the PDB will go. So because I really like the feel of the KISS flight controller, I feel like I really like Betaflight, don't get me wrong, but I'm mainly using it for that feature of being able to change my PIDs out in the field and everything. But I really, if you have to like pick and choose, I like the KISS flight controller just because I like the way that it feels over like Betaflight. I like the feeling I get back of just how everything flies.
Yeah.
Feeling.
I just can't change the PID, so I didn't. That's why I use Betaflight. And now that your PDB is out, I was like, I got to make sure not only does my quad fly a Betaflight, I could throw your PDB on there and go back to KISS and start using KISS again.
Yeah.
'cause,
and it's got
I
a
like the way it
microphone on
flies.
it too, so you get
Yeah,
mad.
and it has a microphone, and which is perfect for me because I still like doing a lot of long range flights, and I don't know how guys fly long range without hearing, knowing that their motors are still.
Do you
on.
fly
They're
with
just
audio,
guessing.
Ruben?
No, I remember I listened to the sound, so I was like, "What? It's super loud."
That's true. Your
You
shit
know?
is
It's
really
like,
loud.
Yeah, it's running.
Yeah, but it's like 100 years away, and you're like, full throttle. Whee! And then
Yeah,
you let
but-
off, and it's like super delayed.
Like if you're watching it, no, I can tell. I just
That's because wings shake all over the place, so you know it's still flying.
You're like, I'm full throttling, and it's ballooning to the stratosphere. Whee!
no.
Dude,
I mean, you
actually,
can tell.
I did a test. I use speaking of like not know, like you know when you sometimes get into a failsafe and
yes.
your quad is just like so. The video also looks so smooth for a second because it just locks and it's like not moving anywhere. So like you're not sure if you're in a failsafe or not. So you wiggle the sticks just to see if it like moves, reacts to it. And I experimented out here with putting those. I had those A-Van props from Emax. They kind of look like the race flight ones, but I think they're better. They're actually a really smooth prop.
Mm-hmm.
They're the like the ones that have like the higher like profile to it.
Yep, yeah.
And
Get a
I was
ratcheting
like,
wrench on there.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, I want to see like if those props will be good on a 6-inch frame, if it'll be really stable because they're already stable props, and it's a little bit wider stance. But the motors are 2200 kV. What are they? 2407, 2200 kV is what I'm running. and I tried it out. And they're, like I said, they're stable to begin with. That's actually a really good setup. I was like shocked. I'm like, oh shit, these like 5-inch props with this setup with a little wider stance was good. And I just started like, I was cruising out for a while, and I was like, oh god, I think I'm in Failsafe. Everything's so smooth. This is like super scary. And I started like moving it, and it totally like had the movement. But yeah, I wasn't even planning on going out far, so I didn't have my little earbud in. But yeah, it was sketch for a second there.
Dude.
That's the thing with quads. You don't know if you're in failsafe or not
No,
sometimes
you
when
just,
you're far out.
unless you're like oh my god, did I tell you while I was in Ukraine, I don't think I've told anybody this. When I was in Ukraine, I was doing a power loop, and I failsafe mid power loop, and it locked at the angle, like it locked pulling back and full throttle. And it did the last third of the power loop in failsafe, and then came back, and then I flew away. It was super, super intense.
Ooh,
I told you the story
get the
about
remote up.
me fail-safing the crossfire, right? Like to the moon.
Yeah. Now you need to tell
Oh,
that story
man.
again. It's dope.
Oh my god. So no, it's like such a it just I'm just stupid. This is what happened. This is like how we were in the beginning of this podcast. We were talking about like, yeah, it only does that stuff when stupid people do stupid things. This is me doing something stupid, and this is why things like this happen. So learn from it. And so yeah, I just flashed some new firmware on my quad, and I always fly. If you watch all my videos on YouTube, I fly at this church all the time. There's
Fucking
nobody
prove
there.
it.
I feel like
You're gonna
churches
go to
are
hell.
actually, yeah. I feel, dude, whatever. I feel like churches are the best places to fly usually because they're only there on Sundays or Saturdays, and during the week there's nobody there, and they usually have like a good kept grounds and trees and things like that. So
You're
it's
gonna go
my
to
little
hell.
Jesus
Jesus pays for that ground to be kept, and you're gonna rip over it without worshiping. You're going to hell,
all
guy.
Quads.
Please come back.
All quads go to heaven.
All quads do not go to heaven. Tom Smith's quads are not going to heaven. I can tell you that much.
No, those are demon quads. And yeah. So, anyways, I was out there. I was on the phone, so I'm like
He froze.
doing the half a
There
shoulder
he is.
thing, talking, and I'm like setting up, like grabbing my radio, all this stuff, and I pull out my quad. I put it on the ground. Like, I put a battery on it, not even, like, I'm just not even thinking anything. I'm on the phone, which was, like, stupid. I'm not paying attention. I go power on my radio and plug in the quad, and I didn't set fail-safe or anything because I was like, I'm just going to fly around this little back area, no big deal. It's going to be super chill. And I arm, and everything's fine. There's no signs of, like, anything bad going to happen. I go to arm, it spools up. I do that like little takeoff forward pitch with the throttle, and it instantly fail-safes into full throttle at like a forward pitch, and it just keeps going like me. And I'm just like, oh, and I still have the goggles on because I'm freaking out. Like I'm like, it's not responding to anything I'm doing, and it just keeps going forever. And then it just clicked like so fast in my head, like, I didn't put on the fucking antenna on the Crossfire receiver. Like, oh shit.
The
So
transmitter.
it instantly, the transmitter. I was like, oh shit. It just instantly fail-safed on me. And I pull my goggles up, and at this time, you just hear that high-pitched prop squeal getting quieter and quieter because it's just going further and further away into the distance and higher. And I'm digging in my bag at this point, and this is probably like an elapsed time of like maybe only like 30 seconds or like something, under a minute for sure, but it felt like an eternity because I'm freaking out. Like digging in my bag, I grab the antenna, I screw it on, and like I throw the goggles back on, still nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn my goggles off. I mean, not the goggles, the transmitter off. Turn it back on, and then I just saw the quad like lock in the air, like. And at this point, it's like I'm surprised I even had video. Luckily, I was running 800 milliwatts. I just switched it to 800 milliwatts because I was at the night before I went to those underground races that Cowie drone guy has with Tommy. We go to those sometimes, and I didn't want to blow everybody out at the underground race, so I had it like whatever it is, like 25 milliwatts or whatever it goes down to. And I just put it back to 800, so I was able to see a picture. And when I saw this picture, it looked like I was on approach for landing. Like when you're coming to like pretty close at like an airport and the houses look really small and you see the cars all moving on the street and all that shit. And I was like, oh God, oh no, where am I? Like, this is bad. This is really bad. And I flipped the motors. Everything was working. I got, control again. Like, thank God the Crossfire like has a really good link, and I had control. And then I was like, wait, where? And I'm like pitched down. Like I was in the air. I was just letting it go down. Like I was like, I need to get further down. This is not good. And I see the UPS like place where I drop off all my packages. I go I see all the little trucks, and I was like, oh my God, like that's like 2.5 miles away, like down Chicago where I'm at or whatever. I was like, that is so far. And I didn't know how much battery I had left and everything. I was
Didn't have that OSD, son.
No, I had a PMP 50 at the time.
Oh wow.
And I just didn't know like if it was just gonna drop on me though, because I was like at full power. So I was like, I just killed all these cells. They're just gonna sag and die on me. And I just came down on that main street of Chicago. I made sure I was over the tree line. And I just followed that street, and I'm like, I'm just gonna ditch it into the trees if the battery goes out. And here's cars to the left of me, and I'm just cruising right next to them. They don't even know I'm there. I'm above them, above the tree line.
Dang.
And then all of a sudden in the distance, I just heard this little, and I was like jumping, flying with my radio, jumping like, it's coming back, it's coming back, bitches, woo yeah. Yeah, and it came back, and that battery was like. It was fucking swole. It was hot.
It was Devo status.
Yeah, it was a Devo battery for sure. Everything was pissed on that quad, but I got it back, and like that was. And then after that, I put it on a lot of people saw my transmitter and pictures, and it always said like, "Attach the fucking antenna, you idiot," on there or whatever. I wrote on there because yeah, that was scary. Like you only do that shit once, and you learn really fast.
Yeah.
But
hold on, wait.
And the worst part is I didn't have my GoPro running or my DVR because I was just like test flying it, and I wish I did because that would have been like so epic.
on like even on our transmitters, like the Dragon Link, you're not supposed to power it up without the antenna. Is that the same way with the?
Apparently.
Well, no. Well, it would fry the transmitter, but is that one like? Does that have like a safety mechanism in it?
I think it does have a safety mechanism.
It does, yeah. It has a safety like type of deal.
It'll only allow like 10 milliwatts if you don't have the battery. I'm not 100% sure on that, but knowing Trappy and Chris Dunkel, the dude and Remo, the guys that designed it, that's a feature, I'm sure. Because people
they're like, hey guys. Just make sure you put that fucking retard setting in there. Like, oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Enter
Dude,
Eric.
I went full retard for sure. That was totally me. So
probably wasn't even transmitting. I mean, the Tyrannus has that too. Like if for some reason your antenna is not on or something like that, and you power on, it'll actually say antenna transmitter defective, and it won't actually transmit, so it can't burn out your transmitter.
Dude, one of the funniest stories. Well, I guess a story or whatever. One of the funniest things for Mio is like, Tommy did that 5 dBi mod on his Tyrannus, right?
Yeah.
And then like for a while there, he kept going like, dude, I don't know why. Like I keep like getting failsafes like all close and stuff, and like I have the mod done and everything. I don't know what's up. And then I saw him at a one of the events. I think it was a DR1 event that we were working at, and I was like, yeah, how's everything going? You were just at that trip to like, I think they went to Salt Lake City or something.
The road trip.
I don't know. Yeah, he went on a road trip with Chad, and he was like, dude, it was good, and I kept failsafe in it. He's like, but Tommy, he's like, dude, but get this, man. Like, I got home, and like, dude, I undid everything, and he was like, bro, it wasn't even connected to the module. Like, the solder joints came off. I was like, oh my God.
He wasn't not just running no antenna. He was running nothing.
He was like,
oh my God.
Like it's minus 5 dBi mod.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, how did that thing even fly? Like,
oh shit.
It was crazy. But it was like so funny. I was like, the whole time he's like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. I did the mod and everything.
Got distracted.
Yeah, that shit wasn't even connected inside. It just like the solder joint came off or something.
It went.
That's a tricky mod to do though. Like
with RG316, it is really tricky. The big fat cable I use.
Yeah, the fat cable.
Yeah.
Like you need to have some like idle hands on that little tiny solder pad to get it on there.
And the fact that the wire is wider than the ground pads too, so you have to like bend it in on itself and not touch the hot and ground together. It was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, mine's a little off. It's not perfect, but it's working. I get really good range with it, but one of the guys, he checked it. I guess you can check the rating.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little off, but it works really good.
Did you do a mod on yours?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't even know what I just put the this cheap ass antenna on.
Yeah, that's the best antenna you can buy.
Yeah. Oop, this little weird one.
I actually experimented with like 15 different antennas at one point, like that same style but just different ones on the market, and I was like what's the best place I could get it from? There's like most of them were pretty good, but some of those, if you break it open, it's actually, instead of just like the like a, what do they call it, like a dipole antenna or something, the one with the little like the shielding on there. There's ones that are like a PCB like antenna, which actually those worked better,
like a little patch.
Yeah, you had a beaver tail on yours for a while.
The beaver tail works really good. If you run the mod, I would suggest the beaver tail.
They actually, like back in the day, like long range 2.4, they used remember the 2.4 booster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they used that plus the Wi-Fi 2.4 patch antenna.
Yeah.
And they got
like illegal, right? Like you're not supposed to use that?
Well, they're in a different country.
No, I'm just saying about out here. Like,
if you have a ham license, I think you can use it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not 2.4.
I flew with that guy. He's on the Rotorite group all the time. I flew with him one time. What's his name? That Kevin Pascal,
yeah.
Pascal or something. And I remember he was running a Futaba radio, and I think he was running the booster on there, and he could fly to the moon and back.
Yeah. I think it's like 96 kilometers in distance with 2.4 with heavily modded.
That's dumb.
Fucking deep. You see like the shuttle fly by.
But yeah, hey, Steele, did you ever try the beaver tail antenna?
No.
I have some. I'll send them. I'll send you a Konasty box, and I'll throw some stuff in there.
Dang, that beaver tail.
I don't use that mod anymore, so I'll send you those.
Why don't you use that mod anymore?
Because I switched to the QX7 radio.
And the stock antenna works really well.
Yeah, that stock antenna is like so good. The module and the antenna, I think, are just whatever is in that one is really good. So,
is that a new module too? Is that a brand new from the stock one?
No, I mean it's just not like it's different. Like the board and everything's different. So however they did it, I think is just better than that one little section board that they have in the other radio. I don't know.
Yeah, the Q7X
just do a range check.
I've never seen someone fail safe on a Q7X ever.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that'd be cool to
really
check it out.
Radio. My whole thing was I didn't like the radio because it was like the stuff that I felt like was on it was kind of cheap because it's an entry level radio. It's a cheaper radio.
It's like $108 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, and so my whole thing was when I got it, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna mod it out like with the things I wanted, like the Hall gimbals and stuff like that, to make it more of what I would want on like say like a higher end like radio. I don't want to say higher end, but you know what I mean, like a better radio.
Make it classy.
Because I liked the how it felt in my hands. I like the wider radio, and yeah, I just saw Steele break his neck, but but yeah, I like the wider radio, and that's why I ended up putting those Hall gimbals in, which everyone at the time was like, "Oh my god, how did you put those Hall gimbals in there?" Like, you forget I work at a shop, and I could basically make and turn anything into whatever you want. I could probably make my own radio and design it. And so I threw those in there, and then, like, I threw those in there, and a week later, of course, like...
They come out with the Q7X, or the M7s or whatever.
The M7s, they, like, released a picture. They're like, coming soon, M7s. I'm like, God damn it. There went 30 minutes of work wasted. I just wasted 4 hours of my life.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I remember putting those in there, and then I left. It's funny because I left it as a mystery. Everybody was like, private messaging me like, "Oh, how did you do it? Can you make a video like on how to do it?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like,
"I'm surprised someone didn't try to make the M9 mod." No, they didn't try to make an M9 mod and sell it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Based off of you, because you apparently like to make little trinkets, and people like to copy them and make money off of them.
Right? Like that hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
Had that happen a few times.
Would it be cool to take the transmitter or the antenna off too, like their newer one?
There's no reason to. It's really good. There's just no reason to do that. I just got rid of some switches because I didn't need all the switches, and I put those gimbals in there, and it's a completely good radio. And then I just switched out the battery situation on that thing was so stupid. It was horrible. Yeah. You have to use like 6 AA batteries or 8 AA batteries or something. Ooh. So I found a nice skinny 3-cell LiPo. It's like a 2200 milliamp, I think it is, or 2300 milliamp. It's really thin. I stopped saying "ma" because Steele obviously gets all pissed about that. And
Ma,
ma, get me some milk. And and yeah, so I just turned it into that. But what's cool now is Thunder Power. They make a battery specifically for that radio, which Ooh. I need to get a couple of those because I just saw that they have them, and I think that mine are like some shitty Chinese ones, I'm sure, and they'll go out soon. But yeah, that's a better battery I want to get. And then the gimbals, mine are totally fine. I did the mod on it. But you could totally not have to worry about modding it now because you could just buy them. Yeah. And that's an awesome radio. I like it. Don't change the antenna. Don't do anything. Just buy it. It's super cheap.
Take off the four stupid switches on the front if you're a pincher, or you will fucking disarm mid-flight.
Yes. Take those off. I actually, for the people that are watching, it's all right here. So, little plug for Sweepwings right here.
Yeah, okay.
So this, too, I put on this little guy. I don't know if you guys could see this, but this is the low-profile neck balancer, the neck strap balancer. I put that on there just because the little cheap one that it comes with, the metal one, it's cheaper quality than I feel the one on the... What's the radio, Steele? The X9? What is it? X9D?
X9D, yeah, the Tranus.
Yeah, that one has a better one for that, but yeah, just that's it. Just these guys. And then, yeah, get rid of, like, these... switches, and like you don't need that switch up here either, or the one over here. You just need like this one and this one.
Oh,
and that's it.
See, I would need it for my rates.
What'd you call him?
My rates. Eric rates us.
And then the module, everything's back there. It all works good. So.
Oh, I like that. Does that just clip in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that is slick.
You've never seen a Crossfire before?
I've never. No, I just look at it. I wait until the verdict is out, and then I'll figure out. Maybe I get one.
Yeah, but like when you're sponsored,
super clean. Dang.
Oh shit, yo! You get all the goodies.
Yeah, I ain't sponsored. It's fucking sponsored by me.
By ME.
That ME. Why isn't there a me brand? What the hell?
Now there will be.
Oh my god. T-shirt, fucking Team Failsafe, me on the back.
Right, sponsored by me.
I'm sponsored by me. Dot.
You better get the .com quick. Someone's gonna jump on it, even though we're recording.
Yeah, I think there is like a me, like a regular, like not outside of our industry though.
Whatever.
Yeah, I really like the remote, and I like the way the other companies have that ability to put the module in the back. It's just so convenient.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I mean, even
like
Easy UHF had the JR module like a long time ago, and Dragon Link's really the only one that hasn't done it because they're.
I've seen it on the new mini one, the Slim.
Yeah.
It clips in the back, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
But does it do like your typical 2 watts like yours does?
Yes.
Ding. Does it overheat?
No, actually, mine's never overheated.
Does it have an LED screen?
No.
Does it spectrum analyze?
The new ones, I think they do.
You know where that came from?
China?
China. No, it came from me failsafing at fucking going into the stratosphere re-entry, catching fire and falling onto someone's house.
Oh, shit.
That's why they pay him the big bucks.
Oh, fuck, I missed it again.
It's our...
Ah.
Dude, you don't got to worry about missing it because, like, I'm my own soundboard.
Yeah, I use all yours.
I have, like, these, like, a soundboard in my
That's why they
brain
pay you
of,
the
like, the
big
same
bucks.
repeated things, but just for different people.
It's me screaming in the background. What video is that from?
That's I think
The
that's
spot
from,
is sick.
That's when Steele was prototyping his frame. No, well, yeah, maybe. I forget what. I think it was towards the end. I think. And I was like, oh yeah, let's get a couple clips from that one.
Well, sweet.
Ruben, just so you know, too, not to plug Trappy again, but he just released that same module. So like when there's if you don't want to spend as much for that TBS module that clips in the back, he has like a cheaper version of it that doesn't have the LED like or OLED or whatever you call it screen.
Yeah. You want
Now
the
that's
OLED
just
screen
900.
though. You want that.
No, you want it, but if you don't want to pay pay the money for it, there's a cheaper version he released now that like is still a long range like system basically.
No, you want the baller.
But you
one.
want this. Yeah, get the baller one for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I know sometimes when you're
The
comfortable
Spectrum
with what you
Analyzer is
have.
just worth it. Like in my point, I used it to like the other day when I flew out here in Vegas. I just check everything now.
I think for me, it's just because I'm comfortable with the Dragon Link, and I'm like, I've had, like, it's been working. I think mentally for me to kind of like go to the next one is tough. You know, it's like, it's tough.
I like 433 a lot. I think personally, I trust 433 more than I do 900 for at least United States flying.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of issues with Easy UHF back in the day.
Yeah. So did me.
But I mean, it has nothing to do. It's probably completely different now. But when I flew Easy UHF, it was like 80 or 90 milliseconds of latency, and if you had a transmitter near it at all, it would freak out. I used to run 1.3 in UHF on my mini quads, and it just wouldn't have it. But if you're running it on like a large, wide frame and being able to put some distance between it, like a wing, and then you were fine.
Yeah. Like a guy with Easy UHF knocked me out with Dragon Link, and I was over water. And he powered up, and I saw his whole entire OSD, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Power that shit down," because I don't know what he must have had it full blast. And then in my area, there's like a 900 tower, 900 milliwatt tower, or whatever it is, cell tower or something that plays with 900.
Yeah, 900 is kind of a funky frequency. In some places, it's amazing. In some places, it's not.
Yeah.
Where
I don't know if you could see that, but that's the noise. Like, see the noise?
Oh yeah.
For 900, where you are in that room, that's super low.
I think having both would be a good idea in case if you do travel, and having that to check is pretty damn badass.
Yeah, dude. The funny thing is though, like I have this thing powered in, and right now everybody like when I show that the noise, the spectrum analyzer on this podcast, they're going to be like, oh, my radio's messed up. All this static came in because it's like,
yeah. Or I mean, like if you guys really want to get hardcore, you get the RF Explorer.
the RF Explorer.
I had one of those. I don't know where it is.
So this one's
that's pretty much the same thing.
433. 433 and 1.2.
I have one that goes from like 2 hertz all the way up to 6 gigahertz, but
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
It's cool. They give you this little cute antenna.
Yeah, the little cute chody 5.8 antenna.
Yeah. It's a little itty bitty.
Wait, are you sure that's not a 6 gigahertz one?
No, it's this one does 433 and then 1.2 or 1.2.
Then it shouldn't have given you that antenna. Maybe they just put that antenna in there as a gift.
As a gift, yeah.
Here, have
like,
this
put it in your
baby
butt.
antenna.
No, it works for 433. Yeah, it works really good for 1.2. If you got some shit
for 433, they should have given you an extendable like Yagi, or not a Yagi, an extendable whip.
Yeah, it's in here.
Yeah, it's blue. It's like black with a blue writing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you extend that.
Yeah, you can check out some shit. If anyone's out there having gear like this, having your meters, it's just good to have your own shit.
Yeah.
Like you would rather be that guy that has all the stuff. That way all your buddies would be like, oh fuck, I don't know why I'm fail-safing. I got no video.
Yeah, so you're not flying over like the Bellagio.
Crashing onto that tiger that's in there.
Yeah, you're like, oh god, it's all right.
Slurps.
You just see a tiger like on your FPV feed, just licking like your quad.
Piece of candy.
Land in the mouth. So I mean, shit like that. Having stuff like that is pretty. You need it. You need to just get it.
Yeah.
Comes in handy.
Yeah, be professional about it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
rookies.
Gotta get that stuff.
let's wrap this up because it's been about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I need to get dinner still.
And I need
What?
to go to sleep because I have to get up because I got to get my teeth cleaned because I got them white Richard Hammond teeth that I'm going to get white.
Oh,
Richard
snap.
Hammond teeth.
All right. Well, we got to figure out. We got to get together and do it another one.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like, what do you guys think? Like next week?
No, we got to pump them out.
We
Get
do
them ready for.
instead of 1 weekly that we can barely do now, let's do 5.
Well, we got ready. We got to get ready for like at least Monday morning.
Yeah,
That way
yeah.
I can just go boop,
Yep.
and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's up!"
Yeah, that's the idea, is to try to get it out Monday morning. We're a little behind this
That's
week.
always the idea.
Hey, you know what? If Monday morning's the idea and it comes out Wednesday, I'm okay with that.
I think every week since we started these, we're like, oh yeah, let's shoot like let's do Mondays. Okay, we're recording this day, and it's always like, yeah, no, it doesn't work today
Well,
for me.
we've been like disappearing. Like like last week I was gone. Steele was doing stuff. He was traveling. Now you're
We're
in
busy
Vegas
guys.
right now.
We're busy guys. It's so funny.
All right. All right. Let's
Dude,
let's wrap this up.
I like moonlighted on a you know that dude Vec
Yeah.
FPV. So like
Okay.
I was just chilling here in my room, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch. He had Oni Girl and Kevin. That's her dude.
It's
like,
not
on
Oni
his
Girl,
show.
it's Oni
Ori Girl.
Gigi.
Or Oni.
Gigi.
Oh yeah, that's right. Her Instagram though is Oni Girl.
No, it's Girl
Isn't
Oni
it?
Grigri.
Oh, Oni Grigri.
Or-
Whatever.
Oni
You know who
Grigri.
I'm talking about.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's Grigri, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. Noelle.
Yeah, Noelle, exactly. And it was funny because like all of a sudden, like his whole show, everybody was disappearing except for like her and Kevin. Like one of the dudes he had on that was supposed to talk, like one of the guests, like was making like barbecue like food or something. Like, he's like, I'm gonna go check on my grill, guys. And then all of a sudden, the other dude had like a cat, like what's his name, Chris? I forget his name. He's pretty cool. You could hear his cat, and he was like, fuck, I'm gonna kill this cat. I'll be back, guys. And he goes, and then Vec's like, kind of like, hey, everybody. And so like I like on the messenger thing, I was like, hey, patch me in, bro. Like I got nothing to do. And then, like so he sent me the link because they do it live or whatever, and I went on there, and fuck, I don't remember where this is supposed to go.
Oh my god.
No, I totally remember. I'm just kidding. I just did that for Ruben to lose his shit. But Good comeback, bro. But
I'm gonna watch it now.
and so I went on there. But yeah, it was funny because they like came back and they're like, "Oh yeah, so you do that like Team Failsafe thing now, like that podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And I was thinking in my head, like, I'm like, "Oh great, here comes the hate, like the competition hate." And they're like, "So like, what's it all about? Give us a little briefing of like what this whole." And I was like, you know what?" Like, and then I thought about it, and I was like, "Fuck, we're so horrible with our podcast." Like,
What do you mean?
like, because he was kind of like, I could tell like his is like maybe put together, and he was like, "Give us a little briefing." And I was like, "Oh well, we talk about stuff like we started one topic." And we just rant into another, like there's no structure whatsoever. We don't know when we're going to do it. It gets released when it gets released. And like when I thought that, I was like, and the shit we talk about is real as fuck.
It is. It is super fucking real.
It's everybody was like, "Dude, that's what I fucking love about it." Like everyone chimed in and was like, "Dude, that's what's so awesome about it is that it's the most random podcast I think in this whole community." It's just like 3 dudes fucking talking shop talk or something. I don't even know. I couldn't even explain it because I was like embarrassed. I was
people are like, "Why don't you bring people on?" We just
exactly.
We just talk shit to each other for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's the best part about it, though, because it's like everybody's like getting an eavesdrop conversation into like the fucking shit we talk about every week, or literally every day with each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so funny. Like, yeah, if you go back and watch it, Ruben, it's pretty hilarious. I was like,
I'm gonna do it.
Oh well, I don't know where to begin with this, guys. Well, yeah, I got put on the spot, and I was like, yeah, we're really. I was like, at least Ruben knows what he's doing.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to watch it now.
Yeah, it was just so funny because it was good. It was good. I did not know what the fuck to say. I was like, yeah, it's the most unprofessional professional podcast that's out there. I think we get our gear straight once in a while. Fuck.
Oh god damn it, Eric.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it was pretty good. Wait, why did it say I don't even have... Oh, that's your screen.
My disk space is almost full.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got
All right. We
All right, guys, we gotta wrap this up because see, this is how it goes into another unprofessional topic.
Here we go. All right, guys. For the listeners out there, make sure you hit the like, the subscribe button, and follow us on the all the social platforms. Set it in the ending credits. But you guys can check him out if you guys want to watch the video. Check out Steele's page, his YouTube page. You can find it there. And he usually drops it the download link for Libsyn, like the direct. You can find on iTunes, Stitcher, and all the podcasters that are out there, catchers. You can find the team Failsafe, and also leave us a like and a comment on the iTunes and Stitchers if you can. It's up to you, and just fill us in if we're doing a horrible job like Eric. Let us know. But it's all for fun, guys.
Yeah.
Did you see Steele's little clip of that edit he's doing?
What?
Did you see the music? It was like chill instrumental jazz or whatever. Chill study beats.
Chill study beats, man.
Yeah. What do you listen to? I listen to those Chill Study Beats Volume 2, instrumental and jazz hip hop.
Great. Now the whole world's gonna use that shit.
That's the ones like what you listen to. Like you can listen to it like live music.
It won't
on
zoom.
YouTube.
Oh, there we
on
go.
YouTube, it's like a live channel.
Yeah.
All right, we got to end it up here. We're way over.
All right.
We're way over.
Ruben's like, end this shit. We're going
Dude,
into 6 hours, bro.
I gotta edit this shit. It's gonna take forever.
Fucking sun's coming up over here. We're still rambling about shit. Look at Steele's got a fucking total eclipse moon on his fucking.
What?
Right there.
This?
Right there.
That's insomnia, yo.
Yeah, no shit. We're all about to have it.
God.
All right, let's end it. Fuck. All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Boom! That's it for this week. Link up with us next week here on Failsafe Weekly Podcast, where our links are locked in. Like what you're hearing? Make sure to follow us on all the social platforms and subscribe. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the next location. Peace.